Hello and welcome back to Imperator Rome. I'm Pimp Mustboost and I am joined as usual by Commissar Roach, Magnus, Mitch, and Zhatelier.
Hello.
Hello.
I don't know how to pronounce any of your guys' names correctly.
I call him Zate, I call you Mus, and I call him Zate. That's as far as I get.
We got Zate, we got Commissioner Roach, we got Midgeman.
I hate you, Ben. I'm still angry about the maximum overdrive thing. God damn it.
So yeah, for anyone that didn't hear, I don't know if Zate has actually plugged it into his part of the video or Buzz. But,
I'm gonna clip this scene up separately.
Yeah. Turns out Ben was fucking with Roach the entire time and has seen maximum overdrive.
He's know that fucking movie. He knew it. It's even worse is that it was just gonna be a throwaway joke for that episode. I
turned it into 12 minutes long.
12 minutes of fuck with Roach. Which, let's be honest.
Our realm is now more stable. Huzzah.
These are the highlights of
So
my
I got another question for you guys, UI related.
Yeah.
So you go to the macro builder and you go to import trade goods macro builder. What the hell is this good for? What am I looking at? What am I seeing? What are the hash marks? What does yellow mean? What does purple mean? What does green mean?
It's okay. Here's an easy way of explaining it, Ben. It's magic.
Don't use it.
It's magic. You use it, the Catholic Church will kill you.
Okay, so I can actually explain that question.
Way to ruin it, Midge. I would like to know the information though. Let's do it.
He's a warlock.
So it show. Okay, I'm a sorcerer actually, you. So it only shows you people that are in your diplomatic range for first thing when you click things, and what it does is you highlight where people have the resource and are trading it from, but the colors denote how much they've got of it. So yellow means they've got it, but then like it's stagnant. Red means they haven't got it anymore, like they're under surplus. Green means they're or whatever the other color. The green means that they've got more to share. I believe that's how it works.
I just realized that I should turn off trading away surplus because I don't want to.
Capital import routes +1, please.
That's a good one. Once you start getting like 6, 7, 8 trade routes in your capital, you can get some stacking modifiers.
Yeah.
However, I should have paid attention while I was highlighting that fucking what that mechanic does and realized that no one can actually trade anything because they don't have a surplus.
Yep.
Pointless tech.
Okay, so I think I figured out a good way to half-ass figuring out if you should have a province on governor policy for assimilating or converting people. You just click on the province and you look at the frowny faces.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's a lot of frowny faces, then you need to convert some people.
Thing is, however, they will stay frowny faces until you assimilated the last of them. It's not like 80%.
No, it's the average.
It's the average of the whole.
Yeah, it's average.
It's the average. Yeah.
But also you can use, if you go onto your nation overview, you can use the pie charts to see like the breakup of pops.
That's
and
for
everything.
your whole country, though.
He's wanting
Yeah,
province by
yeah,
province.
but if you look at it before you absorb a place and then look at it after, you can.
But if it's a small area, then you have no idea because that's such minute. Like,
Oh, 7 pixels changed. Great.
Yeah, like example.
But no,
example,
but you can
I'm
hover
lucky
over and
here.
see amounts and percents. Like, that's not too absurd an option.
But how does that translate? But you can see amounts and percents. But
Okay, so
you also have the fact that there can be pops that naturally get born that are not of your culture in your nation.
And so like if I've got 1,000 pops, if I've got but that could still leave a province with the majority of the people being unhappy because they're the wrong culture, the wrong religion, and barely showing up on the graph.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Continue. I've just realised I still got that mismatching idea from fucking first episode.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I keep forgetting to, because I keep spending my oratory points. Fuck.
Good shout. I need to check that because I didn't do. Oh no, I'm fairly okay.
Hallelujah! I got
Although-
iron.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, nice
I would
one.
like to switch though to military administration because my generals I keep getting disloyal, which I really dislike. Bribing is expensive, kids. Don't try it.
Bribing's expensive.
Actually, do try it all the time. National happiness.
Yeah.
Don't mind if I do.
If you take anything from this series, kids, bribery is the way forward.
If you're a settled tribe, anyway.
If you're a settled tribe, or if you're a senator.
Oh yeah. There's several senators who love to bribe people.
I mean, in this country, bribery is perfectly legal as long as you just
As long as your title is a
Tribune, Edil,
no,
Senator.
for the U.S. What is it called?
For us, yeah, the United States.
What are they?
PAX.
No, the actual people that go lobbyists. If your title is a lobbyist, then
Yeah.
just put the money in there. Who gives a shit? Money's speech, right?
Well, yeah, money equals speech now. Yay!
Why
So
am I
long,
in-
freedom.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm in the minus.
Do you know, Britain, we don't legally have freedom of speech.
No,
Wait, you
that's
don't?
why we left.
No, we
No, that was representation.
Well, yeah, represent.
No, we're going
subset
back to the
of
Puritans.
Yeah.
No, they didn't have freedom of religion.
Which technically that could be considered speech.
I mean, yeah. I guess.
Fourth.
You just can't
In a very-
can't let it go. Brits can't let it go.
Like the fact that we keep losing the World Cup, we can't let it go. No.
And
Or
it
the EU,
almost
just
came
can't
home
let
as
it go.
well.
Just can't let the EU go either, even though you really want to.
I don't think they want to.
Some people. Well, it depends. It depends who you ask. I know 5 British people that I talk to regularly. None of them agree on Brexit. They all have
Nope.
different opinions on it. It's like. It
See,
is
most of the ones
amazing.
that I talk to are most of the ones I talk to are against it. They're just like, let's just. Well, no. At this point, it's just Band-Aid. Just fucking do it.
Yeah.
Well,
I think that's what
that's what I'm
everyone
saying,
is
though.
like.
S-
But
like, there are
except
two-
that's the thing. That's what the entire general public are like now, pretty much. Except government.
Well, they
Yeah.
still need to
Well,
argue about that for a while.
What I'm talking about is that there are 2 general camps, stay or leave, and people agree, disagree on that. But there are also like subsets within those camps, like of the nuances of it, and none of them agree. It's amazing. This must be what it's like when people look at our country. Then it's like there are 2 camps, but nobody agrees on anything, except that the people that are leading the 2 camps
Are
should
all
not be doing
idiots.
it. Yeah, and
Yeah.
shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
If you didn't think you were getting politics in this series, well, it's Rome. This is the time when politics were invented.
We have
Yeah.
no term limits on our senators and congressmen here, so a lot of times what'll happen is somebody
They just die, and that's when they get replaced.
They'll get elected, and then normally what happens is just because people, just want to, they don't want change, they don't like change, they just keep re-electing the same person. And if that person has something, like if the opponent's party does something they don't like, they'll hold that grudge for decades.
I mean,
Just
honestly,
waiting for a moment to get back at them.
some of your politicians look like they came back from a taxidermist.
I mean, let's be
It's
honest
just-
here. There's
wow.
probably a couple that aren't alive. They're just
Yeah.
there.
You just don't realize it,
Have
really.
you seen Mitch McConnell? He's a puppet.
I mean,
Like,
that's
literally,
part
there's
of it,
somebody's
but-
hand in his head. That's the.
He looks like his skin is not attached to his body.
Oh god, yeah,
It's like
that's
it's like a
basically what I was
turtle.
thinking
It's like a
about here.
turtle is wearing a human suit because he has no lips.
Oh, you know what it reminds me of? The big cockroach in No Offense Roach in
Yeah, he's my
that
uncle,
movie
I know.
with Will Smith.
Men in Black.
and- Men in Black.
Men in Black. Yeah. I see. I could have fucked with you.
Oh, he's got
Just-
an Edgar
it just
suit.
led
That's
you
what
on
he
for
does.
12 minutes.
It's an
I've
Edgar
not seen
suit.
that movie. It's an Edgar suit. Yeah.
but you
No,
didn't,
yeah,
'cause
Mitch
you're a
McConnell
bigger
is an
person.
Edgar suit.
I hope you
basically-
learned your lesson, Roach. You gotta jump on those possibilities.
Does Mitch McConnell go home and just ask his wife for sugar water? Is that what
I could see that happen, to be honest.
Well, no, it's Mitch McConnell, so it's orphan blood. So it's orphan blood and water. So it's just more.
It's got to be like was it Kathy Bates in American Horror Story, where she makes like a she uses a mortar and pestle to make
Spread some of this.
make a lotion out of the liver of a live slave.
Wow.
Okay.
It's Mitch McConnell.
Could
Who
I
said anything
force
about
you
Mitch?
into
Or,
anything?
or how I call him, the Muppet that leads Congress. Just,
It's Kermit
the
Frog.
They really
he
hate
has
me
the
so
same
much.
lips. Look at Mitch McConnell talk. It's Kermit. It's Kermit or a turtle. He has no lip. They don't move. That's the thing. It's Uncanny Valley times 1,000. It's amazing
We're gonna
that
have to
people
spend all
elect
of that.
him.
Okay, it's fine. That's just fine.
It's also amazing that somehow he passes for human.
See, that we gotta put that in the Constitution. You have to be a specific age and a human being legally.
Yeah, a legal human being. That's a good one.
Have you ever seen Hillary Clinton's eyes? I don't think she's
Oh,
human.
hey.
It's like what is his name? Mark Zuckerberg during the Congress hearings. It was like
Oh, he's
Data.
just data, yeah.
He's just
He's an android.
It's pre-programmed blink intervals that he's using.
Well, he's not data, he's lore.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
B4. No, he's the less advanced data. He's B4.
Oh, okay.
Oh, B4, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm torn
just
between
throwing out
light
these obscure
infantry morale-
references.
Nobody
Holy
knows what
shit.
we're fucking talking about.
It's amazing that people watch.
I mean, I do.
this. Let's be
To be
honest.
fair, they don't anymore.
That's-
They checked out after Maximum Overdrive.
They're watching this just because they want to see the game. That's it.
Yeah. They've probably got it muted and they're doing some other work. That's what tends to happen.
Could be.
Either one or the other. Either they don't look at the game and listen to us because they prefer it as a podcast, or they look at the game with us muted. There's not an in between. But if you're doing both, write in the comments now that you are both watching this and listening to us, and then
Make us
do
feel
a
a little
second,
bit better
then,
about
then
it.
do a second comment to prove that you understand it.
And to bump up those impressions.
Yeah.
You know, we
Every
don't have
comment, every like helps us. Even a dislike, in all honesty,
Yep.
it's still good.
Like that one time some dude from Singapore got upset for some reason and went through and disliked 2,000 videos.
Wow.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
I was looking at my stats like a long time ago for some reason. I don't even remember why. And it's just this one day, I got a ton, like the most dislikes.
That must have been a
huge,
bot.
huge spike. And I went, I choose to believe it wasn't. And it was just some dude angrily sitting there for 20 hours going to every single video and disliking it, because that's a much better story. But they were all from
That
Singapore.
means you got a view for every video. I mean, that
And
means
an
he gave
impression
you
for a
equivalent-
dislike.
Yeah, he gave you at least $2 worth of ad revenue if he had an ad if he had ads on.
Right,
And
war
he-
it is.
and he
more.
gave you impressions for 2,000 videos,
Uh,
which is
do I
amazing.
want my allies? Nah.
I would love that kind of shit. That would bump you up quite a bit.
Wait. Okay, this is weird. I declare war, and immediately there is an Ordovika Velby retinue with no manpower, and it's black flagged, and it just spawned in the nation I'm attacking.
Yeah, they've bought mercenaries.
Yeah, don't let him get in contact with an occupied area or the nation that you're fighting.
No, it has a flag. It is from Ordovika.
So it's a country?
Power. Yeah, it's from a local power. Yet,
Thanks, Abe.
And they're just black flagged. I don't know. Maybe they bought it and they just haven't gotten to.
yeah, but why buy it in a nation that is not even remotely close to you?
Well, the AI. Maybe it's just because that was the one they could afford, and it was the closest one
Could
they
be.
could afford. That's yeah.
Huh,
It-
Pen, I've just found a bug.
Distance doesn't mean the same thing to AI.
Yeah,
as
fair,
to
but
us.
it's there. It's just the unit is exiled,
Hit
and
image.
So if I right-click you, it still says I'm awaiting your reply for the alliance.
Oh yeah, we noticed that in the other
It's
thing.
just
That'll
like-
happen with wars too. It'll tell you you're not at war with people you're actively at war with, or vice versa.
Let's a blanket statement. This is still hot
Hot
code.
code,
that we're playing.
lava
code.
Hot code. We have
Not
no
me.
idea what it'll be like when it gets released. Whether or not these things will
True.
be fixed. Like
Lava
I'm sure
code.
they will get fixed. It's whether or not they'll. It's just eventually. It's weird.
Why did we go from Legio 1 to Legio
Siege
2
again.
to Legio 6?
Because
we don't
you've
talk about
you
them.
okay. So, but the reason that it's happened
It's
with
like the
that is
13th floor of
because
a hotel.
you've raised men like manually and then combined them rather than raising one and then building an army out of it.
Yeah, well, I renamed them now, so they're not dumb.
call one primigenia.
It's very it's very rare to actually have a military that's sequentially numbered. Look at the United States military. It's a hodgepodge of units that from from the Second World War that have been kept like going or being
Yeah,
shuffled around.
Like I have two smaller units called Stratos 1 and Stratos 3, and then my main army is the 15th Stratos. Just jumped all the way up there.
You know what would be nice for the military units? When you click on an army, if it showed you them, like, in the units in that army in order. Because right now it's like heavy, light, light, heavy, light, cavalry, heavy, light, heavy, cavalry, heavy.
Oh,
Like,
you
why
mean
don't you just-
actually
Yes,
in
all
the
all
unit-
heavies, all lights, all cav grouped together.
in the list form, you mean?
Yeah.
So here's something I've not...
So, yeah, that's just down to when they combined in, like, in the order. You could
It's just silly.
you can sort that yourself by like, okay, I'm gonna disconnect all the heavies and then put them all back in. That'll
I'm not
fix
doing
it.
that.
So here's something that I've seen a couple of times and I just can't find it. Has a chance to get a cognomen. That's basically after you do a triumph.
Yeah.
But I've
Yes.
not found... I've gotten a message once like, hey, he now has a cognomen, but I can't find it.
I think it's a trait.
Oh,
So so there's like those little traits they can have. I think
Yeah.
it's a specific trait that gives you like bonuses. I had it one point, but I didn't pay attention enough to remember what its bonuses were. It's fairly good.
If they do get a good trait, yeah, but...
I mean, the cognomen is a specific trait. It's not just a
Okay,
trait.
so it's a trait. It's not actually an extra name.
Yeah, it is like the cognomen trait, and it does something, but I don't remember what it might be popularity gain.
Could be.
Yeah, it
or
could be.
something like that. I
I
don't
mean,
remember.
in the end, it is after a triumph, so
Yeah.
let's see. What do we want?
I remember it's really good
Research
because
points.
it'll help you keep kind of your senators and everybody together more. But I just
Oh,
Oh,
barbarians.
it's not like
wait,
the
wait,
tip of
wait,
my
wait, wait.
tongue.
Now she has it indeed. She has the
What is it?
cognomen The Victorious. Aha.
there you go.
There you go. That's the first time I actually see that.
Well, there you go.
So
Now you know what it does. There's
you
probably
like more?
there might be
you
subtypes
like...
of that. I'm not sure, but
Okay, so balance it out a bit. Yeah.
So I just had barbarians like come through the impassable terrain. Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, they come
yeah.
straight out of the Highlands as well. So
Yeah, that's where they spawn in.
Oh really? Oh god, that just shit me up when 10,000 barbarians just spawned in the mountains of Upper
Charge.
Macedonia.
they'll just come barreling down the
The
hills.
fucking barbarians arrive.
Fucking barbarians, mate.
why why that?
Why not?
Wait, I don't control. Oh yeah, no, I put you on automation. That's why. I was like, why do I have only 2 controlled armies, but I put the third one on automatic hunting for enemies?
So I'm gonna admit something that embarrasses me, but it's not the first
Okay.
time. In my single player game that I'm playing as Carthage, and I'm playing it. It's like 675 or something like that. I didn't know about the governor policies, so I've been manually converting all of my manually.
It's
culturally
just
converting all my
easy to
policies.
manually do it than to try to sort out the
It costs
nonsense.
much more though.
Yeah,
'Cause it's
I know.
20,
Yeah, it does.
it's 20 a pop, and if you're dealing with when
I
I'm
know.
in all of North Africa, Sicily, like all of that stuff, it's like oh my god, I just realized
It's a
how
lot
much
slower
money-
though.
Yeah, but I wasn't in a hurry anyways, because it's still because I went through like I don't know 100 years where I was only making like 2 or 3. Well, it'd be like 5 oratory power a month, and it was horrible. So
Yeah, I gained
Yeah.
4 a month right now,
7.
and I just spent 185 on one province, so I can siege it down. But then at least all of Brigantia is mine,
How's that?
and it's a
There we
port
go.
too, so that makes me happy. Which
Oh.
reminds me, I should probably blockade that.
You guys only have light infantry. That's cute. Be a shame if someone famous for having heavy infantry were to do something about that.
Or heavy cavalry.
Did the Romans have very good heavy cavalry? I forget.
No,
Was
they
it-
No.
in
more light
Well,
cavalry.
the extraordinary.
in the most of the the monarchy period and the Republican period, they had equites, which were citizen cavalry, but they never really fielded a lot of them because a lot of rich people didn't like dying.
I wonder why.
And then during the majority of the rest of the Roman Empire, they just hired out. They would just request cavalry as the like a tribute from a pride.
The
that
tithe
was,
from.
yeah. You need to support us with light infantry and some cavalry
Give us horses and men to ride the horses.
and men horses.
And to scrape out the latrines. And
Give us centaur. That's what we need.
The Romans were famous for their centaurs.
oh god,
As far as the eye can see, just centaurs charging down the battlefield.
I would like a ruler right now with much better oratory skills.
Wouldn't we all, Midge?
Yeah.
Because I have a 3 right now, so it's going.
I definitely
so
want a ruler who can talk.
I mean, I have 3 as well. I've got 10 military and 0 on the civic power. And
I'm
then
7,
3
4,
oratory.
3, 4. It's
I have to see who's
very
actually
below
next in
average.
line. Next in line would
Like
be an 8-3, 10-5. Yeah, only thing is she's 66 already. And the one in
But-
charge right now is 40, so she'll probably die before.
My heir is 41, and he's a 4-3, 4-3, which is even worse.
Yeah. Military.
Minus
Why would you?
47.
Well, yeah. You know what? I'll accept that. Can you move that army away from me, then, please? Wait, you shouldn't because you're black flagged, so you could walk anywhere. But you don't.
You're very loyal. I like that in a man.
Yeah. Not
Makes
a
it all
sentence
the
I've
sweeter
been
when I
using.
stab him in the back.
Ah.
Yeah, I had a ticking civil war at one point earlier because I switched one of the laws to get more centralization. But I managed to bribe the
That
person.
Land and also your monies. Oh, you actually had some money. Nice. Thank you. Let's see. Okay, banish
Feast
those
of
of class.
Quintus. Yeah, Quintus can get a feast.
Oh shit! You get 5 more. Oh well,
me.
fuck it.
I keep building triremes to get an
Who's
even
that?
number, then every time I fight the pirates, I capture a trireme, giving me an odd number, making me build another trireme. Oh,
Anyway,
God damn
any
it.
of you guys at war?
I am.
At the moment, I'm
More.
about to be.
I'm
Okay.
good.
Why?
I was just wondering if we could try speed 3.
I
I
don't
mean,
think it's
this
very
is not
stable.
very- Yeah, this is fairly easy war for me, so I'm
I'm
good,
good
for
with
trying.
I'm good with 2.
Yeah, I'm good
Oh,
with
really?
2. Because there's a lot of things I'm managing in terms of pops.
Just
And...
trying to figure out how to play this game.
I'm just waiting for
Yeah.
things to tick up.
Yeah,
It's,
same, but it's fine.
Well, hey, we're supposed to be playing the game, going at a like kind of good pace and talking with each other. So just make the conversation, Midge. Be social, for the love of God. Come on.
It's really hard when you just talk
Talk
about
to
obscure
us.
films all the time, Roach.
You're an actor. How do you
are
not?
literally an actor, trained.
Yes. And
You
most
should be in on this conversation.
okay,
But then
yeah.
also
but
actors have a
most of the
script.
films you are watching, you can barely call them actors.
That's what
everything
makes
is
it
scripted.
great. Shouldn't you be able to critique that and look at it
I mean,
and
yes,
understand
that doesn't
where
mean
they?
I want to.
Then you just don't know how to have a good time. I mean, come on. Who doesn't love watching Neil Breen?
How could you call yourself an actor and not have seen 800 canon movies?
Oh yeah, that's true. Come on, how could you not have seen Death Wish 3?
I have.
Invasion
See?
USA?
Invasion
on.
USA, yeah.
I have.
See, Musk gets it.
Hey, I've been a stoner for 15 years. There's not much
Come
else
on,
to
Mitch,
do.
get on the trolley. I'm
Get
bringing
on the
that
trolley, chap.
back. I'm bringing that back one way or another.
Well, first you'd have to find a trolley. That still works.
I mean, I know there's something on him.
Is there any place in the U.S. that still uses trolleys regularly?
San Francisco.
No, yeah,
There you
no,
go.
I guess they would. Or
Oh
anywhere else,
shit!
because they're
you
known
mean,
for that.
You mean trolley as in trolley car as in fucking trams?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. A trolley in the UK is a shopping cart.
We know you're weird, and we know you have weird language, Midge.
Yeah, there we go. Port is sieged down, or blockaded rather. Should help with the siege at
Has
least.
it been implemented where like ships can stop straight crossings, or is that still
Yeah.
not a thing? No,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it has. Okay, because it wasn't a thing when I first got the game. It was weird. So I wonder if
No,
that was.
it's there. It's just if you own the both sides, or if they own the both sides, they can still. It's like in Ep5.
Why are you still here?
And also, a disloyal admiral won't stop them.
Yeah.
I've never really
he'll
had
just let
problems
that
with
happen.
disloyal. I get a lot of texts and stuff that
Oh,
make
fuck you, game.
loyalty better.
Rolled a 1 out of 6. Yeah, we saved Rose during the dividing the spoils by having everybody support disloyalty in the main general from Egypt. So at one
Yeah,
point
I
he was
watched
on the
that.
ships and refused to get off. He was too disloyal.
Shim's gonna lose loyalty, that's fine. That other guy though, not really a fan of him losing loyalty. Because he's got the biggest army in the fucking field.
What's a fuck field?
Did I break up
Some-
there? In the
Well,
fucking field.
Yeah, I just heard fuck field. I was like, is this some sort of Well, because you're playing as ancient Britain, is this like an ancient British like ceremonial rite? We all go into
Well,
the fuck
not
field
yet.
on
We figured out what the henges are for.
They're all very, very old bats.
All right, everybody assemble at the fucking circle.
Oh, okay, stability drop. That's just brilliant.
I would think it'd be pretty bad. Stability drop, not brilliant. But that's me.
Oh wait, why is my taxes so low? What is this?
I like the idea that Stonehenge is just like
Let's be
what's it-
honest. It's not actually too far out of the question that was a place where a lot of people fucked.
I mean,
I mean,
Druids,
it still
right?
is. Let's face it.
I worked for Disney. I know what it's like to work at a tourist like location. That's what people go there to do.
You realize we had like huge hippie movements in the 70s that had festivals around them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
I think they had them in the US in the 60s.
No, I'm
No,
talking
I'm
about.
just- I'm even saying back in
directly
the-
at Stonehenge is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
I'm even talking about like back in the day when they were first made and stuff like that. There was probably some ceremonies that happened around there that
Do you think
like
the tourists back then will be the exact same thing that tourists back now? They go there, they look at the things, and then they do some stuff so they can go back home and elbow somebody like, yeah, I fucking modern museum.
What
of
happened
modern
at
art.
Stonehenge stays at Stonehenge, right?
Yeah, it's the Vegas of prehistoric Britain.
I'm not fucking innocent in this.
Oh, okay.
Innocence.
All right.
How does one
Didn't
write
need to
it?
know that about yourself.
Hey, I think we all need to know where everybody else has done it on what monument.
I think that's a good point to end the
Not
episode, though.
really, man. Let's-
I
that's a good place to end it.
I don't want to say which.
No, which is it? Oh, it was
Right.
Stonehenge.
We are over time already.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm going to say thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Also, check out all the other players' perspectives. All the links are down below. Links to our Twitch, the Discord, and Patreon pages when we have them. And we'll be back tomorrow with more Imperator Rome. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.